Yeah, so I'm back from climbing the volcano, and the power is out in our house. Figure it out. I feel so wealthy having a job and the ability to do something like this once in a while. But I'm a person I've never owned a new car. Most of my guitars are used, and the ones that aren't are usually cheapos. Although I did buy myself that flamenco. So I got really angry coming down the volcano after spreading Forrest's ashes. Just because of all the stuff that he's going to miss. Stuff, everyone assures me he truly enjoyed. It's a burro. There's monkeys in these trees. They were brought here by the French. They're disliked on the island, but we enjoy them. Yeah, so anyway, I I I was broke for a long time, and raising my kids, I worked, low-level construction. I knew how to paint really well, and I started realizing I could make good money, and I opened a little business for myself. And then I did put myself through school, kind of along the same period of time that my kids were going to private school. They got into private school. That's where my son first got into heroin and other drugs, was there at that private school. He was 14. I thought he was safe. We checked on him frequently. He was along our commute route, and we would see each other frequently. Anyway, that's what kids do. I spent a lot of time doing stuff like that myself when I was his age. That's why a lot of this hurts so bad, because we're so alike. The difference maybe is I just always knew stuff like that, like heroin, was lethal. I just felt it. And that was when I was a kid, you just have a sense of it, that it's the people that are doing it aren't cool, and there's no wisdom, no knowledge. Maybe there are some junkies out there who might tell me the level of knowledge and wisdom that you experience, or well-being during your high, because I'm curious. Yeah, so, and I put myself through school, public school in New York City, and I paid for it the first year, and I completely went broke until I realized if I got good grades, I could get scholarships. And that's what I did. And that's what I was teaching Forrest. Forrest had a scholarship, that we could be living like kings and still provide enough leisure and peace to experience, you know. real well-being. I was just thinking that this state that I've almost constantly in is the highest I've ever been. And maybe it's just a state of accepting, things. Comes with time. But I look back at the age I was, and I was trying stuff, but I just knew that heroin was bad. So I got angry coming down the mountain because I saw pieces of Forrest bones, you know, spread out all over the leaves. And that's not how this was supposed to happen. So I know I can't speak to Forrest anymore. I can only speak about him. But it's ironic that some white powder took him away, and all I'm left with is a few boxes of white powder. And I'm pissed. And I'm sad. But I'm angry in a way that I want to tell other people who are maybe in my son's position that you're going to die if you do this or continue to do this. I'm dreading Thanksgiving and his birthday, which is December 2nd. And the thing for the last 4 years was I would go down to Atlanta, pick him up, and we would go to my brother's near Savannah, and then come back and spend a week in Marietta training at his school. And the whole thing took 2 weeks. So, anyway, this is what he's missing.